Another thing that I noticed when I was in the mountains, I'm just gonna put my phone right there so I can see you guys. You can see me. It's charging. It's all good. So another thing I noticed in the mountains is, like, I take paracetam. I take Adderall sometimes. I take phenylparacetam sometimes. All of these are in playlists down below. You can look at all the stuff I do. Got a lot. I got 1,200 videos out there. There's a lot of stuff that I do. So I do these things. I drink lots of green tea. I consume these mind-altering substances in order to elicit performance for myself. And what the mountain taught me, I just came down from the mountain if you want to check out my previous videos, but what the mountain taught me is that I wasn't on Adderall. Didn't take any Adderall. I had caffeine, some theobromine, but didn't have any green tea. Didn't have my green tea. I didn't have paracetam. I actually did have paracetam. I just didn't take it because I didn't really feel like taking it, because I just feel so good in the mountains anyway. I'm like, why am I taking this? Like, I feel like paracetam makes my brain light up, and I can use that light to see. But it's like, I don't need the light if I already know where everything is. How do I know where everything is? Well, I know where everything is because it's right where I need it to be. Right where I need it to be for what? Climbing mountains. Strange as it sounds, climbing mountains. Doing jiu-jitsu, but really climbing mountains, because jiu-jitsu, I could convince myself that, I guess I could convince myself for climbing mountains that I need Adderall too. I guess it's just getting into your body. I mean, I don't know, what gets me in my body more, jiu-jitsu or climbing mountains? I guess climbing mountains gets me in my body more than jiu-jitsu, because jiu-jitsu, they got an ego associated with martial arts. I've been doing it for 10 years, competing for 10 years. Like, I got a bit of an ego associated with it. I don't want to lose. I want to win. I want to be smart. But hiking, like, it's just a mountain. You just got to climb up the mountain and down the mountain and don't get injured because you got to climb down. Watch out for bad weather because it'll totally give you hypothermia and you'll die. So it's just putting one foot in front of the other. It's just literally what it is it's looking at, it makes me not want to smoke weed either. Like, all of the things I would want to do, I just don't want to do in the mountains. I just feel completely at peace because I'm just looking at the trail. I'm just breathing through my nose, not my mouth, because it makes your body more efficient. It makes your body more efficient at using oxygen, but I think slightly less efficient at getting rid of carbon dioxide. So it has an interesting effect on the mitochondria. It makes your mitochondria, I know this for a fact, nose breathing makes your mitochondria work better when you're running, when you're doing anything. If you can make yourself breathe through your nose and not your mouth, you won't get tired. You might feel the need to breathe through your mouth, but I actually think that's what it means to lose your breath. To have it fly out your mouth. If you can keep your breathing in your nose, your body will utilize oxygen more effectively. And there's slightly less of an effect at getting rid of carbon dioxide, but that causes your body to pull back a little bit, and you find your pace where you can keep nose breathing continuously. This is how I booked it up from the base of Mount Mansfield to Taft Lodge in an hour and 15 minutes yesterday, which is, book time is 4 hours. First time I did it, it took me an hour and 50 minutes. Second day, I did the same thing again. It took me an hour 15. I just use my hiking stick a lot more. I lean on this thing. So it's really, like, because you could say to yourself, well, why hiking? Why is hiking such a specific activity? Why not walking? Why not anything else? It's like, well, because hiking, I'm not really treating it like an athletic event in itself. I'm not like trying to be a super great athlete and trail run, use my balance and everything. I'm just a dude who pulls himself up a mountain using a birch stick. I just hang on this thing. I literally do this at some points. It was like it's looked like you want to put me out of my misery actually when I was climbing up this thing. But at some point, I find my pace, my way, my relaxation. I'm just moving through the rocks. I'm moving. I'm so relaxed. It's effortless. And I'm having all these thoughts. I'm having all these enlightened thoughts, as my wife likes to say, like having enlightened thoughts. I'm having all these enlightened thoughts while I'm going down the mountain this morning when I was going up the mountain yesterday. And that's all I need. Paracetam is great if there's a problem, but right now I feel like the problem is not enough mountain time. I'm going to go to the mountains. I'm going to hike every month, or at least every 2 months for brain function. Just backpacking trips for brain function. Holy cow, I feel like reset. I feel like wilderness therapy works. Wilderness therapy works, man. Get out there and walk some trails, walk on some rocks. Get out there. I walked down the mountain in the rain today. It was awesome. I was rolling up my sleeves and I was wringing them out at the same time. I was wearing this North Face jacket and the raincoat over it, and I was just soaked. Still warm though, because I didn't wear cotton as a base layer. I had wool socks, running pants, no cotton. I just had the North Face on. I had a cotton Doughboy wrestling shirt when I went up yesterday, but today I just went for the North Face. I'm not going to get too much into the technical details of hiking because this video is specifically about the meditative, mental, metabolic optimization that goes on at the mitochondrial level in the mountains. Mountainous, mental, meditative, metabolic, mitochondrial maintenance. Movement. The meditative, mental, mountainous, metabolic, mitochondrial mountainous movement. The mountainous, meditative, mental, metabolic, mitochondrial I'm gonna sort that out. Actually, I'll just sort that out right now. Let's just sort that out. I can write this down in index cards. I have one handy. You know, what's the point of YouTube if you can't what is the point of YouTube if you can't do this kind of work in front of people? Mountainous, mental, meditative, method or mountainous, mental, meditative metabolic mitochondrial The mountainous, mental, meditative, metabolic, mitochondrial movement method. Okay, here we go. The Mountainous mental, meditative, metabolic, mitochondrial movement method.